In this video, we're going to show how we can quickly deploy HotSpot access or HSA. In front of me, this is an HSA. It's a dual SIM HSA with dual SIM support. On the left, these are the antenna for 4G or LTE, and on the right are the dual band Wi-Fi antenna, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So if you look at the left side, there's actually two SIM slots for you to slot in dual SIM card, and there are some LAN ports 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the G LAN ports and WAN port for connecting to ISP modems, and the console port is really just for emergency use, and there's a power socket. So I'm just going to put in the SIM card. The SIM card, when you slot in the SIM card, just make sure the SIM chipset is facing upwards and with a small little card facing outside, and you just slot in this way until you hear the click sound. Do the same for the other SIM card. Once the SIM card is put in, then you can put in the power to boot up. Each time when you change or you put in a new SIM card, make sure you power cycle the device so that it's able to detect the new SIM card. And this is the cable that connects to the ISP modem or ONT. Just connect to the WAN port. And just this port is connecting to my management PC. Just connect to one of the LAN ports so that you are able to manage the box. So once you cable up, then connect your PC to DCP so that you grab the IP address from 192.168.1.x. And then the next is just to go to doc.ransnet.com and download one of the sample config. You can study the scenario and choose the one that is closest to your requirement. And all you have to do is to, after you've chosen the scenario that is similar to what you want, and just download the sample config. Once you download the sample config, go to 192.168.1.1/mbox, then you just log in. After you log in, all you have to do is to go to System, Backup Restore, and choose the sample config that you have just downloaded and upload archive. It just takes up to 2 to 3 minutes. The system will reboot. After it boots up, you will fully load the sample config and the box will be fully up and running. So once you're able to pin your default gateway, then you can proceed to log into the UI again. And now if you go to the interface, you can actually see the LT0 and LT1. These are the two SIM cards are getting IP address from the ISP, and the one port is also getting IP address. So because the sample config is actually doing multi-WAN load balancing between the LT, and the LT is a group that is doing backup to the primary. So I'm just going to verify the configuration. All three interfaces are up and running now. So if you check the status, I'm getting 100% on the WAN port. So what I'll do is just disconnect the physical WAN port. So the WAN port will go down, the tracking will fail, and the traffic will flip back to the LTE interface. Just wait a little bit longer for the status to change. So now all the traffic is on LT1 and 0, 50-50. That means it's doing equal load balancing between the two SIM cards. Remember, when the WAN port is up, 100% is on the WAN port. So when the WAN port is down, the traffic is load share or the load balance between the two LTE interface. I'm just going to put it back again just to make sure it's able to restore back to the WAN port again. And now WAN port is up and running, tracking active, and all the traffic now is back to WAN port 100%. That's how easy it is to restore config from sample scenario. You can also push the same config from mFusion. All you have to do is to add the device to your entity, just add in the MAC address and upload the sample config that you have just downloaded to here, to mFusion. Then you just push the config from mFusion, put in the password, OK to proceed. Within 2 minutes, the config will push down to the box. So you don't really need any physical connectivity to the box. So all you have to do is to ship the box with the SIM card. Once it's powered up, you will register with mFusion, and then you just remotely push the config from mFusion. So both ways are very simple and straightforward.